gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Bros Who Think Podcast. My name is Lyndon Burton, aka Youngboy D-Witz, aka the People's Champ, aka Beard Gang is in the building. This is episode 191. I'm getting a haircut Wednesday. I'm vax gang up, Doom. I think I'm a touch outside. Like after I got my vax, I feel like I got like a little shield around me. I still got one more shot to strengthen up my shield. But, you know, I still wear my mask and still get upset at stupid ass idiots that don't wear theirs. But, you know, I feel better about it now. How you doing this week, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get my second dose, but I've been a little active, bro. Like I went out the other weekend and I got a taste of being outside again. I was like, yo, I can't do this in the house shit no more. Look, I've been getting a little active, but I've been trying to like avoid, you know, crowds and shit like that.
See, that's okay. So like I got invited to like a couple of hip hop shows. And of course, like I couldn't go because but I wanted to go. Like I wanted to go watch some live performances. Like Jalen Quinn did the Intercoastal Club thing. I wanted to go watch that. I got invited to one in Baton Rouge. I wanted to go watch. So I'm once May 10th comes, that's my second dose. I'm gonna go check out some shows. I can't even lie. Like I'm not gonna go to like the club, but I'm definitely going to watch some people perform.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'd have been able to turn down live music. Like if they had, you know, shows with niggas that I fuck with out here, I would have definitely hit it up.
See, that's the thing. It's coming. It's coming. Cause like I literally, when I was outside and I had my arm started to feel better, because that's the only thing that happened to me. It was like my shit was hurting. It felt like I got hit with a baseball bat. Didn't get sick or nothing. But boy, I could not raise my arm like higher than this day one. That was nuts. Yeah. But other than that, I was like, okay, I'm fizzed up. I'm good. Take my second shot and I'm going outside. But, you know, how you doing late night? We doing this in the late night. Just feels like our early days. When it was late at night, me and you just getting it.
Yeah, for real. But, man, I don't even know, bro. You already know what my answer going to be. But it's over. Yeah. The Pelicans season is over, so I'm kind of bummed out about that. I got to start. I'm going in my mode where I got to convince myself that Jameis Winston is the future. So we already moving to that new heartache. But besides that, man, I'm thugging. But it's over for the Pelicans.
The season is done. Hold on, man. I feel so bad for my guys. It's over with. But, hey, I saw that there's like a chance we could get into the lottery. That's what I'm looking forward to now.
Yeah. I mean, if that can happen, I'll fuck with that. Look, and I mean, honestly, it's still a chance that they can make the play-in. But they would need some help, they would need the Warriors to just go on a bad little. Honestly, bro, and as fucked up as it sounds, they just need Steph to get hurt. If Steph was to get injured, then they got a shot. But outside of that, it's over with.
It's so sad too. Like, and the thing is, they should have won that Spurs game. Like, they're the team that just like goes up, goes down, goes back up towards the fourth, and then you think they're gonna close it out. They never do.
Well, the shit that hurt me so bad about that game was it was like we've been ass all year. But the one thing that we've been consistently good at from day one was rebounding. And then they picked this game, the must-win game,
to say fuck
to decide that this is the game we gonna start fucking up on rebounding. And rebounding was the difference. That and free throws. They couldn't.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say. We were 16-35. You can't win that way. You can't win that way. Like
it was like our decent free throw shooters that was missing.
Oh yeah, BI was piss poor from the free throw line. Zion
missed a lot. Zion always kind of like he in the middle.
Yeah,
like some games he shoot good from the line, and other games he just be broke. So I don't like when Zion go to the line, I'll be nervous.
But Bledsoe, Ingram, Lonzo, there was all missing free throws. All missing free throws. And then Lonzo shot that time 3-pointer shot at the end of the game, and I was like, oh, that was kind of a fast shot. So why you pull that?
Yeah, I mean it was a good look though. Like I listened to the little post game. And I was listening to SVG, and as much as I hate this dude, he made a good point. He was like, at the time when Zoe shot that, he was 6 for 8. So if you got a nigga that's shooting 6 for 8 from 3 with a wide open look, fuck it, pull it, bro. That's like the best chance we got.
You're right. I'm all right.
What I mean?
That kind of absolved some of how I was feeling. Because you are right. He was 6'8". But it just felt kind of fast to me. That's my only thing. Like, because it just seemed like they cross half court, they pass it to him, he pull it. They didn't even said like, no. If anything, set him a screen where he coming off of something like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Zoe always make them difficult ass step backs and the contested ones, and then the wide open looks. He never make them motherfuckers.
Just miss. But like you said, I'm already. Look, I have been. See, you just started convincing yourself about Jameis. I started weeks ago. and I'm here. Like, my guy got LASIK eye surgery. This is the excuses I tell myself, dude. The LASIK eye surgery gonna cure the interceptions. He with Sean Payton, Michael Thomas, and he out for revenge. He was just on a new podcast saying how, or he was at a camp saying how I went from Heisman champion to bum. Niggas didn't even respect me in the streets no more. You don't think I took that offensively? You don't think I'm coming out this year to show that I'm really that dude? He was saying this at camp, so like I'm hype on it, dude. He said he was a bum, like he called himself a bum.
Yeah, and one thing I will say about him, dude is focused. Like, he not one of them niggas that's like thinking he the shit or thinking he about to just come out here and be great without putting in the work. Like, he been working.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel like every other day they got a new Jameis workout video. He doing some crazy shit. He was out there in San Diego with the tight ends working. So he putting in like extracurricular work. Like, that's the team not telling him to do that. Like, him and the tight ends linked up and just did some workouts in San Diego just for no reason, and it looked super intense. Like, they wasn't playing. You know what I mean? So I definitely think, as far as like him trying, he gonna give us the effort.
I gotta say 8 wins, bad case scenario. 9
I think
wins.
That's worst case, especially with like adding more games, because they added another game, right?
Yep. 17.
Actually, 8 wins might not even do it.
It might not. That's why I say 8 wins is the worst case scenario. I think 9 wins is if we have an average season. And I think 10 wins is like what I'm wanting, best case scenario.
I think they got 10 in them, bro. And I'm going to tell you why. Just because the past couple of years, when you look at Teddy Bridgewater stretch without Breeze, and then you look at Taysom stretch without Breeze, both of them niggas are worse than Jameis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they was winning.
That's
like,
true.
We got the team. It's just Drew was so ass. And like,
he
admitted it after. He only had one game in this past year where he was 100% healthy. He was hurt the entire year. And he just didn't want to sit down for whatever reason. Like, he just wanted to.
Clowning.
He knew it was his
we gotta
last
hope
goal.
that dumb nigga Marshawn Lattimore, who got caught with a gun in Cleveland, that was stolen.
He gonna beat the Chargers, man. It's been super silent, which means
the
no
video
news
dropped. The video
good.
didn't look good at all.
So wait, what happened?
Dude,
I didn't see the video.
You see the dude driving, cops pull him over. It's starting bad, but then they realize who he is. So then it's like, they start, they don't give a fuck. They chilling. They say, well, he's like, I got a gun on me. He said it's mine. I'm registered, blah, blah, blah. The cop's like, cool, blah, where's that? He said it's right here in my pants. It's like, bro, it's by your dick. You gonna shoot your dick off. You need to get you a holster, bro. And then they was clowning with him. And then it was like, we gonna take it and go check it to make sure you good and you can dip out. But then it was like, bro, your car smells like weed. You've been smoking all day. What's going on? Don't you play for the Saints? Like, what's popping over here? We just gonna check this gun, let you go find out it's stolen. And then they book his dumb ass.
Damn, bro. So he had one of them situations where the cops was trying to let
his ass go.
He still fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. If I was him, I'd have just, nigga, if you know that it wasn't registered, I'd have just had to try my luck and be like, hey, I ain't got no gun in the car. Like, I'm Marshawn Lattimore, bro. I'll give you here's my ID, my registration. Whatever.
I'm trying to just get home.
Hey, if I got a ticket, let me pay that motherfucker. I'm out. Don't ask no more questions. Don't say nothing, bro. He gonna know for next time, though.
That's what he should have, bro. That's what I'd have did. If you go search my shit, you better call the dogs, get all this, do all the paperwork, and then search. And if I'm going down like that, I'm going down like that. Then, but like, I'm not going. Nah, especially because like you said, he knows it's stolen. That's the thing.
I guess I had to watch the video, but it sounded like they didn't even ask if he had a gun. Did they specifically say, "Do you have any weapons in the car?"
They did.
Oh, okay, all right. Then I give him a pass.
They did.
Because it might set the situation up to be a little crazy if you say you don't, and then they find one in your pants. Then it's a little bit trickier.
It's a dicey situation all the way around, man. But speaking of dicey and non-dicey situations, before we get to the sad shit of the week, gotta say, Chauvin verdict, I was thoroughly surprised. Surprised. Man. I thought I was expecting guilty since they got the settlement check.
Yeah, for sure. See, my thing is though, and it's like I know that it's definitely reason to like celebrate, but and I feel like I heard somebody else say this, but for me, I feel like, what if this verdict was only because George Floyd is so high profile and they know if they'd have let this nigga any type of mercy, they was gonna set the whole shit on fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that's the case. Like, if this wasn't high profile, they would have looked at this just off the strength that they kept pushing the trial out for so long. Like, what else do you need, my nigga? Like, you literally have HD video with this nigga kneeling on his neck for what, 9 minutes?
Yep,
like,
9 minutes.
Come on, dude. Like, there shouldn't even be much to discuss. We in here a couple hours. We hear his little bullshit defense. Nope, that ain't flying. Book his ass. You know what I mean? It should have been as simple as that.
Lock his ass up.
Because if it's the other way around, bro, like if that's let's say this is two niggas fighting in the street and a nigga kneeling on somebody, that's murder, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't no way you could slice it. It ain't no, you know what I mean? I get that people say, okay, he a cop, he doing his job. They gotta be certain ways that you subdue people. But anybody that watched the video, which I can't even watch it no more. Like, I seen it a couple times and then I watched it again once the trial shit came back up. George Floyd for sure wasn't trying to be violent. Like, this nigga was pleading the whole time. It's just like, yo, chill, bro. Like, it's all good. I'll do whatever y'all need me to do. Just let me up. Let me sit up.
Yeah, no, that was straight up murder. That's just,
that's fucked up.
No, I agree with you. That, like, straight murder, you can't deny it. To your point about they were scared of people burning up, it's possible. It's definitely possible that they didn't want shit to go up in flames, because it definitely would have set off around the country. Would have set off everywhere. Like, people were ready for it to set off.
Well,
so
we'll find out whenever we see how they handle the Dante Wright
situation.
Because I feel like that was, you can't really flip that no other way but murder.
And then, and the thing with that is, I don't know if it's going to be, and this is not to disrespect the guy, but I don't think it's going to be as high profile. And people already forgot about little Michael Toledo.
Yeah. Well, I think with the Toledo kid, it was just because he not black. And black people been making some noise, which I'm actually proud of. And I'm not saying, like, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting dude, like, rest in peace, dude. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, because he was like Hispanic, he was like Mexican or something.
Yeah, he was.
So it's like they community not making a fucking, they're not setting cities on fire. You know what I mean? That's what niggas was doing. Like, when George Floyd happened, bro, I know you remember, like, nigga, Minnesota was a war zone, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't no shit you could just keep quiet or sweep under the rug. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I feel like with Dante Wright, it might not be as high profile as George Floyd, but people watching. Like, they gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another one of them situations where I know they're gonna be in that trial, and they're gonna be like, all right, we gotta decide carefully, because if we make the wrong decision, Minnesota gonna be in flames. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man. Like that. But to those points, gotta say, that's why I brought up his name, because like and I don't want to say the Hispanic community is not doing anything, because I know there's people on Twitter, but it's just like, it's not as like you said, riled up where they're burning places down, looting and whatnot. Gotta keep that little kid's name alive. So shout out to him. But the Dante Wright thing, see, I'm with you that people are watching, but I don't know if that doesn't. Well, no, because that's the Taser woman, right? No, if that come back wild,
they watching. They watching.
No, okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I more so feel crazy for that one, just because the whole because George Floyd, even though obviously his crime did not warrant death at all. But at least there was probable cause for there to even be a police interaction. Now it was handled obviously completely wrong. But with Dante Wright, like they took it to a crazy level over a warrant that he had no idea about. And it was negligence on their end. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't.
And for an air freshener.
Yeah, man. And well, that's just the reason they say, oh, we pulled him over. They ran his plate, seen the warrant, and decided, oh, we need a reason to pull him over. We got this little bullshit law with air freshener. Let's use that. Get this nigga. You know what I mean? You know the tricks they use, bro. That's
that you're right. You make a good point because this one, now that you say that, people definitely will be watching because that is a fuck.
I will be for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on CNN. People, that's gonna be trials these days, always on the news. But something that was really on the news, and this is one that I don't know how people feel. A lot of people are mixed on this one, and that's the Bryant girls' murder over the last week. It was the two girls was fighting. One had a knife apparently. Cop went crazy, shot the one with the knife.
Yeah,
and the internet was in flames.
Cause it's a very tricky situation, bro. Like, and I know I'm gonna probably piss some people off, but I'm just saying, if you watch the body cam footage and you picture your sister, your niece, your mom, plug in any female that you care about in that situation where there's a female swinging a knife at her. And like, I get it. It's not, I mean, it's less lethal than a gun, but you can definitely kill somebody with a knife, bro. Like, she could easily have been dead. You know what I'm saying? So what would you have wanted the cop to do?
And that's my thing with it. And I know people can be like, well, what about if you sub your one for the one swinging the knife? And granted, sucks. Sad that she died. Like, maybe she could have lived. Cop use a taser, maybe. But even to that point, I'm like you said, Doom, there was someone whose life was threatened. What was he supposed to do? Now, I think he did go in there scary and not defuse the situation the right way.
Well, and this is another thing. This is why, and I know I'm probably gonna piss somebody off, but I'm standing on it. Like, this is what's happening with police, because he definitely came into the situation trying to be like, all right, y'all, I don't want to start no shit. Let's just break this shit up and go about our day. Like, he came in there very passive, which was a mistake. But I feel like a lot of that was because you don't think he got the news too? You don't think he see Derek Chauvin getting fucked up in the trial?
He just trying to handle it. Yeah, he tried to handle it as calmly as he could, and that just didn't work. Like you said, some people just need that fist.
some people need some type of like forceful, you know what I'm saying? We got to diffuse this in a way. I'm not saying it got to be necessarily violence, but sometimes you got to like force people to calm down. It ain't going to, hey, stop, ain't going to do it. You know what I mean? And that's what he tried to do. And then it escalated to a point where he should have diffused it before it even got there. So I will give him the fault for that. But do I think he was wrong
for killing her? Yeah, no, I can't say he was.
Because like I don't understand, like when people and every case somebody always say this, why you can't shoot him in the legs, why you can't do this, and it's just like, bro, if you pull a gun out, everybody know it, that ain't a toy, bro. If you're gonna shoot, use that motherfucker, or else do something else. But if I'm somebody involved, like especially if I'm the parent of that little girl that was about to get stabbed, like,
I'm not upset.
Fix the situation. Like, I don't want you pulling a gun out trying to think about not hurting this person that got possibly murder on their mind. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. If you're going to pull the gun out, use it. If not, go tackle her, use your taser. But he didn't want to risk, because when you look at the footage, I feel like when he shot was like a split second before a stabbing was going to happen. Like, you could see her like cocking back the knife, like ready to, you know what I mean? So I think he made, in my opinion, he made the right decision. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm with you. And the only thing, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, the only thing I could say is, like you said, because it was a high school girl, maybe tackle her, taser her. But in that situation, he putting his life on the line. And I know, and You know, he could have got stabbed, could have went left, you don't know what could have happened. So that's why I said I'm not mad at the situation. I can't be mad at this one. Because like you said, if I'm that other little girl's father, I'm like, yo, the cop did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. Like I think he did his job. Like, I'm not gonna say that, like, I can't call him a hero or nothing, because I do feel like he should have diffused it before it got to that point.
I agree.
But the reason that he let it escalate was what Black people been wanting. Like, don't come up here guns blazing right away. At least try to diffuse it. You know what I mean? He tried to do that. And I think that's, I don't know. All I'm gonna say, I couldn't be no cop. Like, I just couldn't, bro. That's like a,
I don't even want to put myself in those situations. Bro. Like, fuck them.
It's at the point, bro, where if like niggas going through the academy and shit right now, like if you sitting at home being like, yo, I want to be a cop, you gotta be on like your last, my nigga. That gotta be the last option for you, bro. Because you want to be a cop, my nigga.
Some people just want to. They got a heroic sense of justice. They want to save the world.
So. I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, I would.
I know a few people that are cops, and like I feel like it's kind of like the reason why like I joined the military. Like, I definitely didn't join the military like, yo, I bleed red, white, and blue. I want to serve this beautiful country. Like, that wasn't me. I was like, nigga, there's free college, like health benefits and nice, decent little pay. Like, I feel like that's why cops do it. It's like a way to like, all right,
ensure
it's a easy barrier to entry. And then once I'm in, I got a nice little paycheck, bunch of benefits, bunch of little perks of being a cop. But it's like, niggas ain't really trying to serve and protect, which is why you get a bunch of these situations that we've been getting.
True.
You know what I mean?
No, that's a great point. That's a great point. If it was what I was saying, maybe some of these things wouldn't happen, but it's what you saying.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely that. Now I'm sure there's a handful, because like when I was in the military, there was a handful of people who was like, yo, I just love the military. I love this country. Like, my grandfather was in the Air Force. I gotta come and, people like that. But for the most part, it's just niggas it's a stepping stone to get ahead. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why you get those type of cops, like the Derek Chauvin ass niggas. Because it's just like, man, I don't want to deal with this. Now I got to come over here and deal with this George Floyd ass nigga. I'm going to show you for making me actually have to work today. Like, that's the kind of niggas that we getting.
No,
you know what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Fucked up.
So prayers to everybody involved. It's just sad situations. Oh, in the world of hip hop, Shock G died from Digital Underground. Rest in peace. The DMX was there. Rest in peace. Just a lot of death going around. I don't. Maybe it's because social media. I don't know. But in the 90s, early 2000s, I don't think I knew about this many people dying on a day to day.
Yeah, man, it's feeling like every day.
Every day, bro. Like, every day.
I don't know, man. I'm really like debating. And I try not to, because I know we do this pod, and then I be trying to keep up with sports and shit, because I'm helping some people with a different podcast. But I want to just take like a little break, bro. Like, it's almost too much. Like, I just wish I could go like a week, just delete the apps, not my actual accounts, but just take the apps off so I don't get no notifications or nothing. Just like,
well, vacay coming up in the summer, because I'm telling you now, I'm going to the beach for a week. I got to. Me and the homies doing a bro trip, got to. So vacation coming, and I'm gonna just not be on my phone that week. But it's still gonna be hard because I'm gonna still look. But it's gonna be less. It's gonna be a lot.
See,
less.
But me, I feel like I could deal with my phone. You know what I mean? Because I still would like, want to text people and call my mom and shit like that. But I just need a break from the social media, like unplug from that shit. Because it's like, bro, Twitter is like every 30
day.
seconds, it's like some tragic shit happening.
Or some fucking crazy shit going on.
Like,
you see something every day. No, that's a fact. And I feel like to keep it a bean, I feel like that's why I'm on TikTok a lot, because it's a lot more wholesome content.
Yeah,
it's like people cooking. Like, I'm just watching niggas cook. And
you're right. It's
comedy. Like, people talking about sports. Like, I can cater my feed to like wholesome shit to where I don't have to see, like, granted, you'll get the racist Trumper, the George Floyd niggas, the political commentary niggas come through every once in a while. But as long as you don't watch them videos and scroll quick, the feed, when it corrects itself, won't have that shit in there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm on there.
I might start fucking with TikTok more. I'm scared of TikTok, bro, because when I open that motherfucker, it'll be like you be taking a shit or something. You be like, let me see what TikTok on. And then, bro, 45 minutes
later,
later,
that's a fact.
Swiping through that. You like, God damn.
It
looking at TikTok for this long.
Bro, it hooks me more worse than any other app I've ever seen. Like Twitter, I'll scroll to the top. All right, over with. I'm off Twitter. I didn't read everything.
Yeah.
Unless like I want to do one of my Twitter deep dives where I'm searching for shit. But if I'm not doing that, scroll to the top, it's out. I'm outie.
I think that's what it is with TikTok, is that there is no end of the feed. Like it's just
constant.
Even if you like the people you follow, like even once you pass all of these shit, it'll just start pumping you similar content. Shit. Yeah,
yep,
like
similar content. Yep, 100%.
And it never end. Like at least with Twitter, like I'll do my shit because like when you don't log in for a minute and you go to your timeline, it'll be like in case you missed it, and then it'll show like the top tweets from the last period of time from when you last opened the app. And I'll just look through that. And if it ain't nothing really big worth talking about, I'm out of there. But TikTok,
I keep my shit on latest tweets, and that's what I'm saying. Like I just scroll to the top. Once I'm to the top.
Oh yeah, if I do the latest tweet, is over with. I can't. Then I'm gonna be kind of like TikTok. I just follow too many niggas though. I gotta do the top, the most relevant tweet or whatever the fuck they call it.
You gotta switch that up because I'm telling. I just get to the top. Not no news. I'm out of there. Instagram, I'm really out of there. Like Instagram, if I don't see like 3 pictures in a second, I'm gone. I'm out.
Bro, IG is whack, bro.
IG is.
I don't know if I'm the only one, bro, but it's I guess maybe like since I'm past the phase of like, all right, we looking at these IG models and shit. Like it, man, I don't want to see that. And there's nothing else on there that I'll be caring about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm with you. I fuck with Facebook more than IG if I'm keeping it a beat. And Facebook is like a relic of an app. Like I shouldn't even post on there, but I do sometimes. I can't even stunt. I do.
I barely post, bro. I feel like
why do I do? I do it because there's like a fan base for us out there. Shout out to our Facebook list, the people who.
That's literally the only thing I post is I share the pod.
And I do that, and I post things like similar to like pod content, like for like politics shit or like fucking or like anime movies shit that's related to what we talking about. Like I don't post like tweets like Facebook posts about my life. Like fuck.
Bro, they got a lot of niggas that do be on there telling all they motherfucking business. That's the Facebook crowd. I think that's why I don't even log on that shit.
Yo, I don't know how you do that. That's crazy.
Talking about they baby daddy or some crazy shit. Like, man, what y'all be doing? Like, Facebook is the hood app of all the social medias.
It's so behind, bro. Like, it's so behind. Man. I still don't know why. If you don't have a Twitter in 2021, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There's a lot of people too, bro. Because like, I'll be looking at like when I do get on Facebook and I look at like the people who share memes. And like memes that start taking off, it'll be some shit that Twitter was joking on 2 weeks before that. Like, and Facebook just getting to it. Niggas laughing like it's news, like, oh, I already seen that, nigga. Why you tagging me in this? I got a Twitter, nigga. Like, niggas be tripping. Facebook is ratchet, though. Facebook is some ratchet shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I gotta say, Twitter doesn't give me as many fight vids anymore. Facebook, they stay continuous on the fight vid.
Man, I miss that era.
That was
the
a
fight
crazy
vid era,
internet, bro. I loved it though.
That actually go to show you like where we was at when the only shit worth looking at was niggas fighting.
But that's what desensitized us. That was the start of it.
Yeah. It really was when you think about it.
Because I was watching niggas get murked. Like just
knocked out. Knocked the fuck out, bro. I remember they used to have them fucking the little World Star comp, little fight comps, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they used to drop one every week. It'd be like 100 niggas get knocked out every week. Like, god damn,
that shit was crazy, bro. An era. But all right, that's enough on all of that. Next up, we got Dave Chappelle getting a podcast. You gonna listen?
I don't know, man. I heard it was on like some weird.
It's on Luminary.
You gotta and it's like behind a paywall.
Yeah, it is.
Luminary, so it's like I might fuck with it just because it's Dave, and I'm very curious to like see what it sound like.
That's my thing.
Because I do think he's gonna be successful. Like he's Dave Chappelle, so I feel like people gonna want to hear what he gotta say, and especially like after hearing him talk on like Rogan, he a very smart dude. So I feel like listening to what he gotta say. It's not gonna be just him josing bullshit every week. Like he might actually have some shit that could, like people with that amount of knowledge, is important to listen to what they gotta say. So I do want to check out, but little trash ass Luminary app and the paywall, I don't know if I'm feeling that.
I'm getting a free trial, and I'm giving Dave as long as the free trial got. If you don't catch me by the time the free trial over with, I'm outie.
Yeah. I'm just real curious to see, like,
episode.
Yeah, because like when I think about like comedians and podcasts, like I think of Schultz. He obviously like probably got the best podcast as a comedian. And then I think of what's dude named the black dude, the church nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Chubby bald nigga. Kev on Stage. He got a dope podcast.
And then there's the whole other like the white comedian base with like Rogan, and then they got like Bert Kreischer, the shirtless dude.
See, but I don't even count Joe Rogan as a comedian. Like he a comedian. He definitely a comedian, but it's like all his other shit come first. Like I feel like he's Joe Rogan, and then he do all that other shit on the side. Like he do the UFC shit on the side.
You got them type of niggas, like the Tiger Belly.
I never heard his podcast.
I didn't went on a binge of like comedian nigga podcasts. They all the same. It's just all of them just talking about random events and just bullshitting for like
but like it's like they do it, especially like Schultz and Kev on Stage, like they do it in a way where it's like,
well, those two specifically talk about pop culture and what's going on. The other ones just be talking about random shit. They on their Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah. And they but they do it with like a comedic type of vibe. And I want to know if Dave gonna do the same. Because for some reason I get the vibe that he not gonna try to pod with the intent of being funny.
And I don't think he gonna pod with the intent of looking at what goes on each week and talking of like being a rundown show where they talk about each thing each week. I feel like it's gonna be something maybe big that happened that he has to take on, and then there's gonna be a conversation off of that. But it's gonna be interesting because Talib Kweli and Mos Def are his co-hosts, so I feel like that's gonna be on some conscious shit.
That's actually fire, bro. I might have to pay for this little app.
I do the free trial, like I'm telling you. I'm gonna do the free trial. Give Dave as many episodes as the free trial give me. And if it don't
they probably gonna only give us like 14 days. We're gonna catch 2 episodes.
That's what I'm thinking. The 2 beginning episodes for me to get a taste. And then if I find anything remotely interesting, I'll buy it for a month.
Yeah. See, but I feel like, especially me, like I don't know how you listen to podcasts, but like all the podcasts that I listen to, like I'll start off, I'll give a pod like an episode or so. And if I fuck with the content, I'm in. Like I feel like I'm part of the fucking family. Like I listen.
It take me a while.
Bro, like, I listen to Joe Budden every week. I listen to fucking Flagrant 2 every week. I listen to the Brilliant Idiots every week. And like I don't miss an episode. So it's
the
like
only one that I'm consistently weekly with is Budden. That's the only one I'm well, and a movie review show that comes out every Tuesday. I'm considered if the movie they're reviewing I've watched. If not, then like I can't do nothing about it. I'll watch it when I watch it. But Joe is the only, because I used to be Breakfast Club every day, Brilliant Idiots. Like I used to be in it.
Yeah, I think Brilliant Idiots fucked up the Breakfast Club for me because it's like I don't like Radio Charlotte. Like I like uncensored.
Yeah, I haven't listened to. I can't tell you the last time I listened to a Breakfast Club interview. It's been a while.
They haven't interviewed nobody worth listening to. I think I'm just hitting this little weird spot where I don't care about none of this new shit. Like all these new niggas, I don't fuck with.
That's kind of where I'm at as well. I'm glad some of the music that's been dropping has been people I cared about. Because like if not, like for example, we got a Lil Mosey story. I don't give a fuck about Lil Mosey.
Yeah.
The only reason why it's on here is because dude raped somebody and he's about to go to jail for life.
Which is crazy. We actually gonna have to get into that. But I feel like with podcasting, once you like hooked in the world of the pod, at least for me personally, like I'm stuck with it. And I think that's what they aiming, or this Luminary app. Is that what it's called? Luminary?
Yeah, it's called Luminary.
I'm hoping that, or at least they're hoping that that's what'll happen with Dave shit.
Oh, no, 100%.
And I think it'll be like that though. Like I think I might find myself paying for this.
Yeah, loving it.
I might find myself paying for this Luminary shit because I didn't know that that's what they that's who the co-hosts were.
Yeah.
So now that you're telling me that, knowing them, I feel like it's definitely gonna be one of those like a black Joe Rogan. Like when they talking about deep shit, you know what I'm saying? Like getting their shit off.
It's gonna be conscious shit every week. That's why,
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm definitely gonna check it out though. But like I was saying, damn, Lil Mosey going to jail, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, that's some wild shit. I don't
He didn't get convicted yet, but like it's not looking good for him.
Yeah, bro. Because I read the story, and it was basically like the bitch said she blacked out. Sorry, the young lady said she blacked out,
and they smashed before.
Yeah, so that was one. They had a relationship like that before, and then she says that she blacked out, woke up for a second in the middle of the rape situation, identified that it was Mosey and some other nigga, and then blacked out again. And they like, come on, dude. Like, I don't.
Well, no,
I'm not buying that.
Oh, you're not with it? You don't think he did it?
And I know that sounds so fucked up because we gotta believe him. Like, we got to. But it's like, all right, you've already had you got history with this man. Like, y'all have had sex before. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can't just randomly one day say, oh, I blacked out, and then woke up just long enough to realize what was happening, and then I blacked out again. That's where the story get unbelievable, bro.
It's tough. It's so tough because we don't know what was said leading up to the blackout. And granted, being drunk does not excuse any of that. Like, yeah, if she didn't want it, she didn't want it. But it's just tough. It's just tough because y'all had a relationship. Like, for example, when my girl get drunk, she always want to do it. Is that me? And I'm not drunk. Is that me taking advantage of her? Is that just every time?
No, that's normal.
Okay,
that's normal.
So how do we know it wasn't like that because they've had previous relationship? Or is it the situation where she told him no, he did it, and then she blacks out, don't remember nothing, and then wake up and it happens? It's a tough situation.
But I don't think it was that. Like, just from listening to it, like it sounded like there was something on the outside that made her feel like, all right, this is my last chance to get something. Because you know, every female that fuck with these type of niggas,
she trying to get
you might like them, you might think the nigga cute, but you know you fucking with him for the bag. Like, this ain't, you're not just.
I hope it's not that situation, dude.
With him because you know what I'm saying. And
but I don't want to say I want him to do it, but like I hope it's not. I hope she's not like in a situation where it's like that because there's real victims out there.
But yeah, and that's why I say it's fucked up for me to say that I don't believe her because I didn't mean to say it like that. But it's just like looking at the situation, it does like it's so many red flags. You know what I mean? And you can't even do like a rape kit or nothing because she.
But see, the problem
is they was fucking before that.
The problem is not necessarily he is the trouble. It's the other one that also makes me be like, well, damn, if the other nigga was fucking. I don't know if she wanted.
But man, that's what these rapper niggas is doing. They flipping these hoes, and she knew that going into the situation, especially if they had history before that. Like, she probably just got to a point where she felt like, oh, this nigga about to cut me off. I gotta make a little noise so I can get
Look
this
at
back.
you.
You know what I mean?
So cynical on the situation.
That's just what I'm just here to be honest. I take the heat because I know people go kill me for that, but it's just like. I've never seen somebody black out, wake up for just enough time to identify who all in the room.
You had black out again.
That much wherewithal to take note of every minor detail of the room, and then you blacked out again and niggas continue to do like that. I'm not buying that.
That is true. Cause like once you black out, when you wake up and if you're up, you're up. Like after the black, like once the blackout's continuous until you're
and
up.
I'm saying for people who black out, you don't remember shit. Like, you're not gonna be able to give. She gave like a very detailed report on what happened. Like, come on, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You was able to look around the room, remember everybody's face, remember what they had on, what they look like. Come on, man. Like, that's just me. That's just me.
I didn't even think about it like that. You convincing me. But you know, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments on YouTube or on SoundCloud. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about Lil Mosey. Not a fan of his music anyway, so you know, I just know he got one little song, but that was in the news. Also, your boy Logan Paul, he going to fight Mayweather June 6th. You watching?
I'ma watch. I want to see how he. I ain't gonna pay for it. Them fucking Triller streams be easy to get.
That's
Nigga
a fact.
was watching that shit in pure HD, bro.
That's a fact.
Like the UFC ones, they be shaky, bro. I be nervous.
And the UFC one, I gotta restart sometime because the shit freeze.
You gotta
the Triller thing, I have to restart once. That's
what I'm saying, bro. I found a Triller shit HD like a motherfucker, no buffering, no like my shit. I ain't paying for no Triller shit. Definitely not for no Jake Paul.
Well, it's his brother. It's Logan.
Oh, it's Logan. All right, yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't pay for it though. I'm gonna definitely watch.
Fuck no, not for.
I wish it was Jake though, man. Because does Logan even have hands? Like, do you know?
Well, he was boxing before Jake. Because he boxed that KSI nigga.
Yeah, I know he got like wins under his belt, but I feel like Jake, the way he fucking knocked out old boy, that was actually impressive to me.
You know that man took a dive.
I think so. He claimed that he don't, and apparently I was listening to Schultz on Flagrant, and he was talking about how Askren, I guess he hit Askren up and talked to him after, and basically he asked him about like what he thought about everybody thinking that it was like he threw the fight on purpose and he just did it to get a quick check and all that. And he was like, nigga, why would I do that? Like, of course I wanted to win. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to win, and that was embarrassing as fuck to lose to this nigga. You know what I mean? So I don't know how truthful that is, but I'm just saying.
You gotta say that.
Yeah, that's what Schultz said. So
yeah, no.
If it was though, it was impressive because he do look like a fighter.
I give it. I gotta see Jake fight somebody else. I know Daniel Cormier brought him that smoke at that last UFC event.
I seen that, bro.
He didn't want that smoke with DC.
Boy, it was in each other's face, man. Then what's crazy is, which I ain't gonna lie, Jake he's smart, bro. He's smart at marketing. Genius. He's smart because he picked a fight with him knowing that he can't really do shit. Because this nigga was literally on his job. Like, it wasn't like they was just random.
It's not like he was just randomly at the fight. He was doing his ESPN show.
Yeah, so they meet up. He get video of them in each other's face talking shit, and then he pull up DC tweet basically saying when he see Jake Paul, he gonna slap the fuck out of him. And then he was like, DC on Twitter, when I see Jake Paul, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of him. And he was like, when he sees Jake Paul, and then he put the video of him just like talking shit, basically calling him a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he do that because he know fans is like the casual fan.
They were screaming fuck Jake Paul at the UFC events.
Yeah, bro. Because it's a real beef between like him, Dana White, the UFC, like all the UFC fighters hate this nigga. All the, you know what I mean? Fucking what I really want to see, which I know it would never actually happen in real life, but I would bet all my money Amanda Nunes would knock the fuck out of Jake Paul.
Oh yeah.
She said that she would, and I believe it, bro.
I don't give a fuck too.
I don't give a fuck how hard he trained. Amanda Nunes gonna knock his ass out.
I would not want to fuck with the lioness, bro. Fuck no. And speaking on them UFC fights, and I know we're not a UFC pod. I just bring it up because Doom a UFC guy, and I be watching fights from time to time. Yo, all them dudes who leg broke was fucking disgusting.
Oh,
from the first dude who got his knee shit rocked, and then to Wildman who had the check block, all that shit was nasty.
Bro, I didn't expect that. And what's crazy is they were saying on like the little broadcast and the commentary that has only happened 3 times in UFC history. And what's fucked up is the most recent time that it happened.
It was him and Silva.
It was against him with Anderson Silva. And that's like, that blew my mind. Cause like, I remember I was watching it live, and when the shit stopped, I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then the replay came, and I was like, wait, that's what happened? Bro, when his leg hit the shin, like they shins hit each other, and his foot wrapped around dude's leg. Like, it just kept. It was crazy, bro. That was some crazy shit.
That shit was disgusting.
That was some crazy shit.
And then Masvidal got his ass knocked out. Shout out to Usman, man. I fuck with Usman. Usman say he don't.
That's a fact.
He go out knocking out MAGA niggas. I fuck with it. First he took out the white dude, Kobe Covington. Then he just took out Masvidal. I fuck with him. Twice. I rock with him. Usman said he not losing. Usman said, "I'm whoever you got." He got to be the best pound fighter in the UFC right now.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think Like he the most dominant. Him and Amanda Nunes. Like they like the only two that like they got a belt, and it's literally nobody.
I would have said Iggy, but Iggy just lost.
Yeah, well, he tried to move up.
He tried to move
weight
up,
class.
yeah.
He should have stayed where he was. Which I took my hat to him. He tried it. You know what I mean? Like he could have played it safe and been, undefeated forever. But I think outside of that, like they the only two fighters where you look around a division and it's literally nobody. Like the person in the number 2 spot is gonna get fucked up. Like, which is crazy.
That's a fact.
They like dominant.
Conor said he might go up fight.
Man, he about to break. He better not do that, bro. He better.
I don't think he wants.
I think he was just talking shit.
And I'm a Conor fan.
Way he do that.
I don't think he want that. But
yeah,
I hope.
No way.
You think he gonna beat Dustin? And I know on our, specifically being that this is our podcast, I should not talk any Dustin slander. My girlfriend gets upset at me when I say I'm choosing Conor over Dustin. She called me fake. She said I'm a fake laughy.
I'm with her. I was riding Dustin from day one. It was niggas on Twitter mad than a bitch, bro. Because I was talking Dustin Poirier the whole night, and niggas was like, bro, you crazy. Like, Dustin Poirier, he nice, but he ain't about to fuck with Conor. You see what happened the first fight, and I was talking shit, and as soon as Dustin knocked his ass out, I went back to every one of them replies and started hitting niggas back. Like, I told you, bro. I was texting my dudes, like, stop playing.
I'm one of them that was playing. I'm still pulling for Conor in this one. I still think
nah. And what's crazy is Dustin about to finish his career because after he lose again, it's done.
Oh, it's over with. Yeah, no. Real shit. If Dustin with this one, it's over with. And like,
yeah, I think the allure of Conor is done. Be completely over.
He gotta win.
You know what I mean?
Like he
and not just win. Like he can't go to decision or nothing like that. Like he has to knock Dustin out. He got to do something impressive for people to be like, all right, Conor is back.
Yeah, let him fight again. No, you're right. But that's all we really got on this week's thing, man. Doom, tell the people they can follow you on social media, man.
Doom SG, man. Instagram and Twitter. Y'all fuck with me.
Y'all go follow Doom, and then y'all go check him out on SoundCloud. Go check out all of his stuff. That track style freestyle, one of my hardest. I still jam that shit.
Appreciate that, man. I need to put out some more shit because I got a bunch of shit that's just in the tuck, but
I just drop for whatever reason
I need to. Yeah, I need to put it out, man. We will get that out to people soon, though.
Hell yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Doom. We got the song of the week, the ad coming up, and then after that, Bros Who Ball with me and Schubert. I think Justin's going to be with us. I don't know. We will find out. But let's get into all of that right now. This episode of the Bros Who Think podcast was brought to you by the law offices of Lucretia Picante. If you need a lawyer, if you have not been paying your child support, if you got baby mama drama, whatever it may be, she can help you. You've been injured in a car accident? Call Lucretia. You got your baby mama not showing you your kids on the weekend? Call Lucretia. Whatever it may be, you need a divorce from your wife? Call Lucretia. Look, you can find the law office of Lucretia Picante at 124 West Washington Street, New Iberia, Louisiana, 70560, or you can call the number 337-374-1202. Again, any of your marital dispute issues, child support needs, baby mama drama, call Lucretia. But with that being said, let's get back to the song of the week.
Got what you want. I got what you need. Ooh, this time I'll make it hot. Come on. I got what you want. Got what you need. Baby, can I get another shot? Come on. I'll make it hot.
Yeah. Nigga, watch your tone. Yeah. While I'm when I pull up on the scene. Nigga, you know I got what you want. Yeah, I done told you I got what you. Niggas tryna copy what we own. They been tryna find a pocket and been out it I compete. Yeah, nigga came up in here with the phone. We been rolling with me. Yeah, niggas hating, I can give a fuck. Yeah, I been with some niggas I can trust. Yeah, why cause we got it out the mud. Yeah, shot them out the socket, we the plug. Ain't no talking out my partner, them they got it up in blood. We gon' chalk it out, I'm tryna sweep them out, these niggas up. Fuck you talk about, we out your creep, tryna see what's up. We gon' walk down my ops, delete it, might won't keep it to it. Hey, yeah, niggas hit it, nigga watch your tone. told you I got what you. Niggas trying to copy what we own. They been trying to find a pocket and been out it I compete. Nigga came up in here with the phone. We been wildin'.
Niggas hating, baby, I could guarantee. Catch me swerving out in Dallas, moving at a high speed. Quick to dodge a challenge when I hop up on the scene. Got to ship myself from Cali, baby, I got what you need. This the best of the best, dog. Think he smoking runs, them to plug the finesse job. Look who stay silent, Dressed in Stone Island, I stay styling. Yeah.
Nigga, watch your tone. While I wanna pull up on the scene. Nigga knowing I got what you want. Yeah, I done told you I got what you. Niggas tryna copy what we own. They been tryna find a pocket and been out it I compete. Nigga came up in here with the phone. We been wildin'.
That was the song of the week. It is that time of the show where we talk sports. It is Bros Who Ball, and I'm joined as always by my guy, Mr. Adam Schubert. Shuby, we got to put the Pelicans to rest. We got to talk NBA. We got to do our NFL mock draft where we're going back and forth because the draft's this week. But we got a lot to discuss. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing all right. Yeah. It's been kind of a weird week when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
I mean, not really like too dialed in at the moment. More so waiting for the draft to happen.
Yep. AD did come back from injury, though. Lakers did take a loss. But the NBA is kind of like in standstill right now, just waiting for the playoffs. But we can put the Pelicans to rest. There's still a shot for them to make the play-in, but it's not going to happen probably. They're 4 games behind. If the season ends now and they start to lose, they could tank their way into maybe lottery chances. I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not going to say the season was a failure, but I'm not going to say it was a success. I think the season had high moments where it showed us Zion could be the star of the future and could be it, but it also showed us that we are very inept at certain positions and the GM and coaching have to do something to fix these problems.
On the flip side of that, you also got to look at who the Pelicans were having to compete with this year. In some senses, I feel like the Memphis one is the most embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, they've got a good group of young talent that is just working a little bit better.
Working a little harder.
Yeah. But for teams like San Antonio and Golden State, it shows how much having Steph Curry or Greg Popovich can really
DeMar DeRozan.
Change the whole deal, Yeah,
no, that's a fact. And we just need our young guys to grow, develop. Brandon Ingram, Zion, I have faith in them. We're not going to talk Lonzo Ball free agency today. It's too early. I'll give a deep episode on how I feel about that, and I'll bring a guest on to talk about that. But I just don't want to talk about that today. Not today. I talk enough about that on the radio. We're here to say, good job, Pellies. Well, not good job. Okay job, Pellies. Got to do better next season, but it wasn't bad. Like I said, the Lakers looking like they're going to continue onward. Anthony Davis is back. Not too much real change in the NBA from what we discussed last week. Nothing too crazy. We did see the Nets and the Suns have a good game today. The Suns showed maybe they aren't as good as we thought they were. I just got to say it. Maybe the Suns, I have the Suns high, like Western Conference Finals team. Maybe they're not that.
I don't know. I didn't watch that game.
Oh, that was a great game, bro. Like, real talk, KD and Kyrie just put it on them. Just showed them, yo, we're the Nets. Like, y'all are talking shit on us. We're going to come in and dominate. KD had 33 points off the bench. Kyrie had 34 and 12. Steve Nash did a hell of a coaching job. Because I know you like throwing shots at – because I saw the game. That's how I know Steve Nash did a hell of a coaching job. I saw the plays he drew up. Some of those adjustments that Monty Williams had him forced him to make. But the Suns have an issue where DeAndre Ayton's not well-rounded enough, and Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, someone got to step up. One of them got to step up because if not, Devin Booker's forced to get 36 and more every night, and they still can't win. So the Suns need a little bit more help from their young guys, Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. But hopefully we see something going on with that to where they can push forward. But mainly for this NBA, we're putting the Pelicans to bed. RIP, season over with. It's done for. We'll be looking at the Pelicans draft. We'll be looking at will they make the lottery as we get forward. But as these next couple of weeks continue, we're going to zero in on the playoffs, pick teams who we think going to win, and we're going to do all that. Justin should be with us next week. But it's draft week. So
or I guess you just wanted to forget about the team that's kind of on a 9-game win streak right now.
Oh, the
9-game win streak.
You can see some love to your Knicks squad.
Fourth in the East.
First round exit.
Not slowing down. First round exit. What if they play Atlanta?
First round exit, bro.
Oh, so Atlanta's the second round playoff team now? All of a sudden?
They're not, but against y'all they are. God, the Knicks fans piss me off so much. Y'all are the worst. Y'all are like termites. Just when you thought y'all are dead and buried, y'all just come out of the woodwork all over again. Y'all feel like y'all are entitled to something, like just talking shit to the whole NBA. Like y'all haven't been trashed for 10 years. I'm so serious, bro. You don't know how many people have called in or Knicks fans have hit me up on Twitter just like talking shit.
Yeah, it's the first time that they can actually out themselves.
Embarrassing. But I got to say, Julius Randle's playing at an MVP level. He probably should be most improved player in the NBA just for how he's been playing. And I got to give y'all props. Tom Thibodeau, Coach of the Year candidate. I don't think he'll win, but definitely candidate.
Yeah. I think it'd be good if they recognized him for that because, I mean, he did a hell of a thing.
Yes, he has. He's upgraded y'all's defense tremendously. Him, Worldwide West, and y'all the GM. They put together a squad. They went and got all those old Kentucky kids, those Kentucky ties, and brought them to New York, and it's working out.
Yeah, it is. You know, they've done a good job putting this group together. I think but the next step for them
is to develop RJ Barrett. That's the next step for you.
Well, yeah, develop RJ Barrett, but I think like now they're making themselves known as a place to be, and which domino is going to fall first. That's the question. I mean, is it going to be Donovan Mitchell?
That's something that I could see happening. D. Mitch going to New York. I know you've been saying it for a while. You've been pretty accurate on your predictions lately. I got to give you your credit, both on Bros Who Binge and this show. We're going to see if D. Mitch comes that way. But
well, speaking of accurate predictions, let me get the paper out.
Oh, you're the mock draft.
Because I went through it.
All right, we're going back and forth. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to go back and forth. I'm going to flip a coin. Who picks first? Who picks second? And we're going to go through and do this draft how we think it should go.
Make sure that the order that you're looking at is the updated one, because there was a trade this week. Baltimore traded with Kansas City. Baltimore retains their pick, but they add Kansas 31. City's first round pick.
Yeah, 31.
31. So yeah. Baltimore picks twice, and Kansas City picks 0.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, no, I got the updated list. I did my due diligence, sir. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Let's see. It's heads. Ooh, do I want the first pick? Or do I want to pick for the yeah, I'll take no, I'll go second. No. I want the first pick. I want the first pick. You go second. All right. So I'm on the clock. Well, Jacksonville's taking Trevor Lawrence. I don't think there's much that needs to be said about this. Trevor Lawrence is one of the most highly touted prospects since Andrew Luck's, one of the most winning quarterbacks in college football history. He's going number 1.
Pick 2 was more interesting a month ago when Sam Darnold was still on the Jets, but now it's pretty much set in stone. It's going to be Zach Wilson. I'd be pretty surprised if anyone else went ahead of him at this point. Not saying that I feel like he's better than them, but it seems like it's going to be Zach Wilson for the Jets.
Oh, now this is why I wanted to go first. Pick 3, Justin. Is it going to be Justin Fields? Is it going to be Mac Jones? I'm going 49ers, Mac Jones. They draft Mac Jones. I don't think they're drafting Justin Fields. I just don't see it. Even though I think Justin Fields is a better player, I just feel Mac Jones is the quarterback that Kyle Shanahan wants.
Yeah, I have Mac Jones getting in that slot too. I just think that that's what they're going to do. Yep. Whether or not you agree or disagree, I think that it's worth a third round, moving up to the third That's
I
what they're going to
disagree,
do.
but that's what they're going to do. So it's nothing you can do about that. Interesting. Who do you have Atlanta taking at 4?
I think it's pretty easy that you got to take Kyle Pitts.
Ooh, okay.
You're pretty much locked in on Matt Ryan for the next 2 to 3 seasons. He really isn't the person that is dragging the Falcons down, but also neither is tight end. But I doubt that they're going to have the intelligence to go ahead and shore up some line/defensive backs when Kyle Pitts is on the board. You pair him with Hayden Hurst, the 2 receivers, pretty deadly offense, but they can't stop nobody. So,
yep. All right, for the next one, I know people are gonna be like Jamar Chase. No, the Bengals are taking Penny Sewell. Penny Sewell. Yeah, they need him. They need offensive line to protect Joe Burrow. If not, Joe Burrow's going to get broken up just like he did last year. And I think that's the right move for the Bengals. I think that's the easiest one of these to predict besides Trevor Lawrence.
I actually think they are going to take Chase.
Ooh, you think the Bengals are going to take Chase? You think they're going to be idiots?
Yeah. I do. I really do.
If they do, I'm going to just be shocked.
It's one of those opportunities for them that you can get someone who has the rapport with your young quarterback in a situation where you want to build his new core. You got out AJ Green. So it would be T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So 2 of the top receivers from the past 2 drafts. And you'll have time to get a tackle in round 2.
Maybe. We'll see. All right.
If you don't take a receiver in this round, you're going to get the 7th or 8th best receiver in the next round.
In round 2, I still think you could get Terrace Marshall because his name's not Terrence, it's Terrace Marshall. People have been wrong this whole time. Found that out.
I agree that they could probably get him.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. But it's my pick. I went with Sewell. So at 6, Jamar Chase is still open for you for the Dolphins. What are you gonna do?
At this point, I would want one of the Alabama guys to go to Miami just because I kind of think it would work out for Tua, but it's got to be Jamar Chase. It's stupid if you don't.
Best receiver in the draft. I'm not mad.
It's the best receiver in last year's draft too. Just wasn't able to be in it.
That's a fact. All right, so the Lions. I'm interested to see where you think the Lions went. I think I'm going Rashawn Slater. I think they need offensive line to protect Jared Goff, the Northwestern tackle.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they need that too, which is why I had them taking Penei Sewell.
Oh, okay.
But since I can't, you picked for him, so.
Yeah, so, okay, you had them taking Penei Sewell. Okay. We're on the same page. Now you're at pick 8. Who you got the Panthers taking?
With the Panthers, I feel like I can stay with the pick that I have. I have them going to get Surtain.
Causing controversy. Cowboys gonna be upset. I like that pick. I like that a lot. So that means I'm with Denver at 9. They need a quarterback. Oh God. Denver takes Justin Fields.
That's what I have.
Denver takes Justin Fields. I was thinking Trey Lance, but no, Denver's taking Justin Fields.
My draft day prediction or draft week prediction is that Denver's going to trade Miami for that pick.
To go up and get their guy?
Or if Detroit has any sense, Detroit.
That would be smart. I like that. So, yeah, I got Justin Fields going there. So that means for the Cowboys, you took who I thought the Cowboys were going to take in Patrick Surtain already off the board. Where do you have the Cowboys going?
Same position, J.C. Horn.
Okay, J.C. Horn. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 are going to be the guys early on. But I knew Carolina needed that corner need, and you can't draft anyone ahead of Pat Surtain Jr. So that's J.C. Horn.
I like it. Okay, so I'm picking for your Giants. I think y'all do need offensive linemen, but since the 2 best ones are gone, I think y'all go Devonta Smith, Heisman winner. Give Danny Dimes his guy.
Maybe. I'm still in the camp that if Jalen Waddle wouldn't have gotten hurt last year, he might have won the Heisman.
But are you mad at my pick of wide receiver, whether it's Waddle or Smith, for New York.
No, they need someone that's gonna be a guy. Like they don't need Odell Beckham, but they don't need Golden Tate.
Yeah.
So
y'all need a number one that's solid and reliable.
Or productive, at least.
That too. Okay, so now you're picking for the Eagles. Who you got?
Well, for the Eagles, I ended up picking a defensive back for them. I'd say the third best defensive back is Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech.
Messing up my whole draft plans. Caleb Farley off the board. Crazy. I wanted him to fall to the Saints, man. God damn you, Schubert. God damn you.
He's too good to follow the Saints.
He is amazing. I love Farley. I think he's better than the other two corners, and I think he's going to prove it. So, only reason why he's falling is because of the injury. So that means I'm picking for the Chargers. They need offensive line. Herbert was campaigning to get Sewell. Sewell's not going to fall that far to him, so I'm going to Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech, the third best offensive lineman to them.
Yeah, this is where I had Rashawn Slater.
Let's see. Yep. Okay. I think we're on the same page here.
Yeah, Minnesota now. Minnesota, they needed edge help. So I went ahead and went with them with a Kwity Paye.
Yeah, Kwity Paye.
Paye, yeah.
I like it.
From Michigan.
Edge
rusher.
Yeah, he's the best edge rusher in the draft. Nice. So the Patriots on the clock. Fields is gone. Jones is gone. I'm going Trey Lance to the Patriots. Sitting behind Cam. Bill gets his guy. Waits a couple years. Gets his guy. Trey Lance to the Patriots.
Probably the best guy for him to sit behind. Being real. Play very similar.
Yep. I agree with that. So
I also have Trey Lance. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay. That's what we agreed on. So all right, who you going for the Cardinals? Pick 16.
Elijah Vera Tucker. Offensive line, USC.
Ooh, okay. That's the offensive lineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
They could use some of that. They got some running backs they can do something with now, and
true.
And protect Kyler Murray. So
that's true. All right. So for me with the Raiders, I'm going offensive line as well. I'm going Tevin Jenkins, Oklahoma State.
All right.
Because the Raiders need blocking. Where did you see the Raiders going?
Where did I see the Raiders going? Linebacker, Micah Parsons.
Okay. Well,
what you got to know about the Raiders, and I probably should have even thought about it a little bit more when I was making their pick, is Mike Mayock and John Gruden love Power 5 teams. That's
true.
Like they're gonna get mainly the best available or the most helpful for them position wise from an Alabama or a Clemson, someone big name.
That's why Oklahoma State's interesting, but I just thought Tevin Jenkins was the best lineman left, but I want to see what you thought. All right, you're picking for Miami again. Where do you think Miami goes?
You picked it was an O lineman for them?
Yeah, I picked O lineman.
Don't be surprised if they did that and picked Alex Leatherwood just because he was an Alabama player.
Got you.
But so we're at Miami again.
Yep.
Miami needs to shore up some defense. I wanted to go ahead and go edge here and do Jalen Phillips.
Ooh, okay. No running back.
He's from Miami in Florida.
Okay. No running back. Okay, so I'm Washington football team. They need a quarterback of the future, but everybody's pretty much gone. They need some linebacker help. This is where I go Micah Parsons, Penn State.
Where with Washington?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. So Chicago is another. It's the big need for a lot of these teams is defensive back, and so for Chicago here, I have them taking Tyson Campbell from Georgia.
Ooh, okay.
So
that's
mainly to give some of our later teams the opportunity.
Yeah.
To get some good guys.
Get some defensive backs. I feel that. All right, so now I'm picking for the Colts. I'm going the linebacker from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Owusu Koromawo. Jeremiah.
Yeah. He was my pick for the Chiefs when they were still picking.
Okay.
But it does not make my first round anymore. But he's a good player.
Who you got for the Titans? You're next up.
Asante Samuel Jr.
Jeez, I wanted him to fall. Okay. I like that.
I have him there. They had to move on from Adoree Jackson, and Asante Samuel plays very much an Adoree Jackson style game with being a speedy guy with the ability to play make. So
definitely does. Okay, so this is tough. Okay, so I think the Jets need DB help because they lost Jamal Adams. I'm going Trevon Moehrig, but I wanted to take Greg Newsome, but I felt like they needed more of a safety.
All right. And well, this comes to a really easy pick for me. Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. I think he's the best one for them because he seems to be more of an every down, where I feel like Etienne's a little bit more put him in the flat or give him, I don't feel like he's the guy that you hand the ball off on 3rd and 2 or anything like that. I feel like Najee Harris, you can do that, or you can set him out for a screen. His question marks all around revolve around speed, but I think Pitt has always been about power anyway.
That's true. All right, for the next one, I'm going Jalen Mayfield, tackle out of Michigan for Jacksonville.
All right. Need that O-line help.
Yep.
Cleveland, because of getting their 2 guys on the end, had to get rid of one of their top defensive tackles.
And the Alabama guy's still there.
Which is why I have on them that they're going to get Christian Barmore from Alabama.
From Bama. Okay, cool. All right, this is tough because I'm picking twice because Baltimore gets to get – all right, I know where I'm going. So Baltimore has 2 picks, so that means they can take the best.
Well, the second pick's 31st, so I mean, so going.
I can go with their best available right now. So I think they need edge rush, and the only edge rusher that's off the board is Kwity Paye right now. That's like the super edge rush. So I'm going Gregory Rousseau from Miami, defensive end.
All right. Interesting.
So now who are you picking for the Saints?
Oh, for the Saints, I guess I don't have to pick who I have on there because maybe the other people haven't been picked yet. Yeah, I think they're going to go with the Purdue guy, honestly. Rondale Moore.
The wide receiver?
If they do go in that direction, I feel like that he would be the one.
Okay, I'm with you on that. See, I got him getting Greg Newsome the second, cornerback Northwestern.
And see, it's just hard because like I had him going earlier.
Okay.
So I'm just like I don't think he's going to be available then. Like the only cornerback I think that'd be available to get is Kelvin Joseph.
Okay. Or I think because some of these linebackers we are available between like Jamin Davis, Zaven Collins, and Nick Bolton. I think that's who they're going to end up going with, one of those guys as well.
Gotcha.
Okay, so since you took
Green Bay
Rondale Moore as the offensive thing for Green Bay I think needs a wide receiver. I'm gonna go. What's my wide receiver out of North Carolina's name? Damini Brown. I think that's his name.
Is he better than Terrace Marshall?
He's different.
Or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Terrace Marshall.
Yeah.
Damani Brown. Damani Brown's a speedster. He's a guy that can do all the routes. He's a guy that Terrace Marshall is more possession than Damani. Damani's more speedster. And I feel like with Devontae Adams being the number 1 guy, I feel like Green Bay needs a speedster. So that's why I'm going Damani Brown.
All right. Buffalo, I feel like could really use some defense help. I have them getting Kelvin Joseph from Kentucky.
Okay. And then this is where I got Baltimore taking Terrace Marshall Jr.
Be a good pick.
They need a wide receiver bad.
And to finish things out, where Tampa Bay pretty much has what they need and have showed it by winning the Super Bowl. But if you're going to shore up some things for moving forward for, even the post-Brady era, after this season, both Ronald Jones II and Leonard Fournette
free agents
will be free agents. We'll have their contracts expire.
This Travis Etienne goes?
So, I feel like this would be where Travis Etienne goes, if not Harris, depending on who's gone ahead.
First. Yeah, true. All right. I like that little mock draft little thing. All right. You worked pretty hard. I worked pretty hard my damn self. I'm interested to know some of your pick. Like, okay, so
I had originally I had Baltimore in the first pick they took. I had them taking receiver then, and that was Moore.
Okay, Rondell. Okay.
And I had the Saints getting Bateman.
Okay. All right. Who'd you have Dallas getting?
J.C. Horn.
Okay. So you really think Kyle Pitts is going 4?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they don't, they'll be kicking themselves for years.
Ooh, real. Yeah, true. Kyle Pitts is a generational type player.
If he's available to Cincinnati, they're going to take him.
You think over the offensive line?
Yeah.
He's that good? Okay.
He's supposed to be. That's what they're all saying. So,
okay.
You know how those things go.
Yeah, true. All right, that's our mock draft. We're going to be talking more draft results next week. We're going to be talking more NBA, getting us closer to the playoffs. Justin will be back to give us his thoughts on specific things about the game this upcoming week. But we had to put the Pelicans to rest, take a little off week on basketball because I wasn't feeling it. My Pellies are done. Now I'm diving into some other teams, and I'm going to be good for next week. But I'm excited for this draft.
I guess
hopefully the Saints make some good decisions.
I guess next week we'll be talking more drafts. I don't know what's going on in the NBA this week. I don't really think there's anything too crazy. And there's really not that much going on besides the draft this week.
Oh, and shout out to Kim Mulkey going to LSU. Shout out. LSU women's basketball's back.
Good luck.
Back. She was a good luck. Yes, it's not a good time to be LSU Tiger right now, but that's some good news.
Hey, women's basketball player, come to LSU where they have somewhat no disregard for sexual assault cases.
Oh my gosh.
But, Kim Mulkey knows a thing or two about that.
Oh, my gosh. Shots. But he right. But, all right, Shuby, that's all we got this week. Tell the people they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at asheward14. I'll be probably live tweeting the draft per usual. Usually something that I do. This week on Bros Who Binge, we're going to continue our actress list. We're going to talk about the finale of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Huge.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. I did watch Invincible today, so we're going to be talking about that one. It's a pretty crazy episode as well.
We'll talk about Mortal Kombat.
And we will talk about Mortal Kombat. Probably not the Oscar winner, Nomadland, but we'll talk about Mortal Kombat.
No, the Nomadland review is coming, and we're going to talk about the Oscars as well. So be on the lookout for all of that this upcoming week.
Also, we'll talk about what I've watched on the list.
True, that's facts. Keeping up with the list. But y'all make sure y'all go follow Schubert. Make sure you check out Bros Who Binge this week. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think on Twitter to keep up to date with all the stuff that's dropping. Right now, if you are an anime fan, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie review is out. That's out now. Also, the latest chapter of the One Piece review is out. There's going to be a new Never Less Than Ill podcast coming out on Tuesday. This time, Justin brought in David Ma, a legendary journalist, to discuss the Hieroglyphics rap group. That's Souls of Mischief, Del the Funky, Homo Sapien, Del, and then the whole entire group of the Hieroglyphics. That's going to be on Tuesday. I participated in that one, so that one's super dope. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Other than that, that's all we got this week. Until next week, we'll talk to you next Monday. For Doom, for Schubert, my name is Lyndon. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, peace.